Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you had a good day, a good start to the week, and that you've arrived home safe. And if you're in transit, I'm wishing you a safe travel home. I want to take this opportunity to welcome you to our Monday Business Opportunity presentation, where we get to display and illustrate the Neolife opportunity. It takes about an hour. And so if you're a guest for the first time, we welcome you with open arms. Feel right at home as we get to show you this Neolife opportunity. And of course, the members who were on this call, without you, the guests could not have been able to attend this. So we also want to appreciate you. And also appreciate the fact that we have people logging in from across the country, from Uganda, Tanzania, that is in East Africa. And of course, we're in over 55 countries. So I want to welcome people, of course, who are joining us from across the borders. I also want to appreciate and recognize the very presence of our world team leader, Mr. Pascal Oloo, who every other day, ever so often takes us, takes the lead role in taking us through this opportunity presentation. And we learn a lot from him, and we're privileged to have him on this call. So without much further ado, I want to welcome our leader, Mr. Pascal, all the way from Pretoria, South Africa, to take us through this opportunity. Thank you, and most welcome, Pascal.
Alan, thank you very much for that intro. We also really appreciate the effort that you make to start our meetings on time, host this meeting. We really appreciate, because we more than 500 people always log into our presentations every Monday and training every Thursday. So we really appreciate the support that you've given our distributors and everybody who is a member of this Neolife family. Without further ado, I want to share the screen with you. For those of you who are guests, this presentation is specifically prepared for you. And what do we do in this presentation? This presentation, we showcase what we do in our business. Our business is a very simple business. It is not easy, but it's a very simple business that any person who has got a dream and who wants to make a difference in their life can become successful. And the mission of our company or our business is very simple, is to make the world a healthier and a happier place. I remember at the beginning of this year is when we put this new logo for 2023, Happy New Year. We are already in the 7th month of the year, so time goes very quickly. And if you're a guest, remember, you can lose money, gain money. You can lose friends, get other friends. But the only thing you can never redeem is time. So I hope that you're going to take some notes, ask questions from the person who invited you, so that you can make a decision that will change your life. Betty and I have been in this business just over 27 years, and the reason we joined the business, 3 reasons: money, money, and money. We wanted to make an extra $200 a month, because at that time my civil engineering job could not give me enough income to meet our family needs. And secondly, because we were foreigners in South Africa, it was not easy for Betty to get a job. So when we came across this business, it took us 2 days to make our decision to get started. Did we have money at that time? No, because that time we were actually broke. And the way we joined our business is I called my bank manager and said, please, I have started a business and I've written a check. Please honor the check. There was deafening silence on the other side of the phone. But when I said it's only 425 Rand, he said, okay, what kind of business is that? And the check was honored and we started our business. That's how we got started. So if you're a guest and you don't have money, make a plan, because your life will change if you make the decision and make a commitment to build your business. So Betty and I have been very privileged. God has really blessed our business. We've built a substantial business, and He allowed me to go full-time into the business. So Betty and I are self-employed. We run our own business. So let's get to the idea of generating income. How do people generate income? There are essentially 4 ways that people use to generate income. The first is called a job. A job is when you work for somebody and At the end of 30 days, they give you a salary, or if it's 15 days agreement, they give you whatever you've agreed to be paid. It's good because at least you have money to buy your family food, clothing. You have a shelter over your head. You have clothes, all those things. But the challenge with the job is, number one, I don't think there's anything called job security because of technology and the way the world is changing rapidly. You cannot say that you have a secure job. The second way that people use to generate income is self-employment. This is when you get or borrow money, either your life savings, you sell something, you get money to start a business. It's good because you control the hours that you work and how hard you work. The challenge with self-employment is because the business depends mostly on your physical presence. If you cannot get to your place of work, either you're sick or you want to attend to family issues, or you need to go for a holiday, it means you have to get somebody who knows what you do. Number two is trustworthy. Number three is can keep your business going. That's when you can actually take time off your self-employment business. The third way that people use to generate income is big business. These are companies that invest huge capital in their businesses. For example, companies like Safaricom PLC in East Africa, Vodacom, MTN in Southern Africa and part of West Africa, ShopRite Checkers or Divers, these are retail shops, or the big banks. They employ a lot of people and they have a lot of capital to be able to run these businesses. The ordinary person in the streets doesn't have access to this level of capital to be able to start big businesses. The fourth way that people use to generate income is investment. This is when you get money which is over and above what you need, and you invest it in a business or in an instrument that gives you a return return of investment. These are the major four ways that people use to generate income. But the question is there an ideal business? Is there a business that would satisfy the 6 basic needs of human beings? Number one, the need for self-preservation. That is, you need to have good health. Number 2 is to have a family and look after them. Number 3 is to have time freedom. Number 4, to achieve your dreams. Number 5 is to have something that gives meaning to your life. And number 6, something that will outlast your life. I think an ideal business for building wealth should have the following 7 elements. Number 1, you need very low capital to start. And the reason for that is it needs to be available or within the reach of the ordinary person in the street. In our business, we need between $60 and $100 to start a global business. The second element is you need to get in distributions of goods and services. That is how people create wealth around the world. Why? Because this is what people need. If you make a product or a service, you need to find a way to distribute it to the general public. And that leads to point number 3 is you need to have a global reach. Why? Because then the more people you serve, the more income you get. It's a very simple idea, but it's not always easy. Our company does business in 50 countries around the world. In Africa, we do business in 14 countries, which has a population base of about 450 million people. The fourth element is leverage. What is leverage? Leverage is when you find a way to multiply your time, your effort, and so that you don't have to depend only on yourself, but you depend with the cooperation of other people. Leverage is a very important tool for building business and is a secret of very successful people. It means they learn how to multiply. I mean, you and I have 24 hours a day. If you want to earn more money or if you want a business to work more hours, the only way is to cooperate with other people so that we can multiply the time which a business is built. The fifth element is you need to get involved in consumable and high quality products because they have a repeat sale. Soap, skincare products, supplements, or health supplements, these are consumable products which once you use it, you have to buy some more. The sixth element is you need a business system. This is a series of tools, procedures, equipment that you implement in your business so that you as the owner of the business does not have to be present when your business is being built. That is what a business system is. And the last is timing. Timing is very critical because if you start a business at the wrong time, it doesn't gain traction of building the business. Those are the 7 things that you need to have to build a business. This is the 7 elements of an ideal business. Now, what business I've been talking about? It's a business called network marketing or network distribution. There are different terms of it, or multi-level marketing. What is it? It is a system of distribution, a very efficient system of distribution of goods and services. In traditional business, between the manufacturer and the consumer, you have several middlemen who keep adding to the cost of the product, although they don't add value to the product. Okay? And who pays for all these middlemen? It's a consumer. So what we have done in our business is if we cut out the middleman, in between the manufacturer, Neolife, and the consumer stands only one person, a distributor like myself. So the money the company would have paid all these middlemen is what is paid to us. There's no advertising, there are no middlemen, there are no wholesalers or retailers. Products are explained to customers in person. That means the customer gets to get correct information about the products before they make a decision to buy. So we are paid for successfully referring customer to buy products. The company has a way to monitor who buys what products. The products are researched and developed on your behalf. What that simply means, although you're in business for yourself, you're not by yourself because you're partnering with a company which has got more than 60 years experience. They develop and manufacture the products on your behalf, they package the products, they do quality control. All this has been done for you. Your only duty is to create a network where the products are used. There are no qualifications required in our business except 3 things. One is you need to have a desire for success. This nobody can do for you because it's something internal. It's something in your heart and mind. The second thing is you need to be teachable. So you need to get somebody who understands this business and who has already been fairly successful, or somebody can show you the way to grow your business. And then you need to work hard. This depends on nobody but yourself. So those are the 3 elements, the 3 qualifications to become successful in our business. Neolife was started in 1958 in the USA by Jerry Brasfield. When he was a young person, a teenager, he had very serious asthma, and his mother gave him natural remedies. And when he felt better, he decided, maybe I think I should share this idea with people in a small town called Porterville in California. That's how the dream of this business began. 65 years later, Neolife is operating in over 50 countries around the world. And what has kept this business going for all that time? We believe in the basic principles of, they're called the 5 foundational principles of longevity of our business. Number 1 is absolute honesty and integrity. That's very important because the nature of our business is we deal from person to person. So if you don't deal correctly with your customer, they simply go to somewhere else. So the foundation of our business is absolute honesty and integrity. The second one is people are number 1. The most important resource we have in our business is people. Okay? And the reason for that is without people, we don't have a business. The third is products that work. Neolife has put together a group of scientists called the Scientific Advisory Board, whose job is simply to develop high-quality products that meet the needs of the marketplace. Because we're involved in health supplements, skincare, personal products, herbal alternatives, cleaning products, these things are used directly by people, and therefore they are going to be very, very high quality. Because if they are high quality, your customers will come back and buy some more. The fourth element is equal opportunity for everybody. Everybody starts the business at exactly the same level. Whether you're a man or a woman, old or young, student, a CEO, a plumber, anybody who is serious about changing their lives, the business is for you. And the last element is you need to have a long-range vision. A long-range vision simply means you need to have, initially, you need to have a 2 to 5 year horizon, because we believe in a 2 to 5 year period, you'll reach financial independence if you build the business the way you've been taught by your leader. Neolife started in 1958 in the USA, came to South Africa in 1971. 96, 97 went to East Africa, 99, 2000 went to West Africa. If you're a guest, this business today has come to your doorstep. And that, we said, today is the first day of the rest of your life. Now, why do people start this business? People start this business for very many different reasons. Some people start the business because they want a better life for their children. Some start the business because they are tired of their jobs. Some start the business because they want to support their parents. Some start the business because they want to build good homes. Some start the business because they want to buy good cars. Some start the business because they want to have holidays or buy holiday homes. Some start the business because they want to make additional income, and this additional income can become a lot of money. Some start the business because they want to be physically fit. So you're going to join a company which has got more than 60 years experience operating in over 50 countries around the world and is supported by the Scientific Advisory Board. This is a group of scientists whose job is simply to research and develop high-quality products. We've got 4 ranges of products in our business. What are those ranges? The first one is we call golden home care products. Golden home care products are products that you use to clean your home. Things for kitchen, your bathroom, your toilet, your carpets, your tiles, anything in your home that you need that requires cleaning, we've got the products for you. The second range of products is a personal care range of products. These are things like hair shampoos, hair conditioners, hand and body lotion, things you need to make yourself look neat and clean. The third range is skincare products. They're called the nutrients organics. You see, the largest organ in your body is your skin. And in fact, when you look at somebody's skin, it will give you an indication of their health status. Okay, so you've got products to protect your skin, to nourish your skin, to moisturize, to protect from elements in nature. And the last range of products is the health supplement. This is the highest selling range of our business. How does this business work? What do you need to do to grow your business? There are 3 things you're going to do every day to grow your business. The first is use the products. These are the 3 daily success habits. Why use the products? Because whether you're in this business or not, you're going to buy something to clean your home or to clean yourself. Okay? So what we suggest is change your buying habits. Buy the products from your own business. Because Neolife operates in different countries around the world, we use the point value system, PV. 100 PV is roughly $160 or $170 in value. The second thing we do is we share the business opportunity. That simply means we introduce other people to be users and promoters of the products. In this example, you introduce 6 people to be users of the products. Each of them do 100 PV plus yourself, gives you 700 PV, you become a manager, and your income is about $45 a month. The next thing you do is you teach the people you brought into the business to do what you do. For example, the person on the top right corner introduces 2 people, and those 2 introduce 2, and you've got a 700 PV unit, plus the 6 who are there initially, gives you 1,300 PV, you become a senior manager in the business. What is your next step? The next step is to duplicate the process. Teach these people to do what you are doing, and when they do, eventually in this example, each of those units do 700 PV times 6, gives you 4,200 plus your own is 4,300. You become a director in the business. Okay? Once you become a director, something else is going to happen. Not everybody that you speak to will see the vision. Not everybody will want to be promoters of the products. They just want to be product users. If they do, they become your customers and you make a net profit of 20% from them. Why? Because they're not registered, they cannot buy from the company, they have to buy through you. The third thing we do in our business on a daily basis is personal development. This simply means that you take time to grow as a person. You take time to learn how the products work, take time to be a business builder, learn about the products, learn about how to build the business, learn how to become a leader. And the more you become a better person as a business builder, the bigger your business is. And then if you want to earn more money in this business, just help somebody else become successful. Okay? If you're a director and you help one more person in your group to become a director, your income goes to about $1,000 a month. If you help 3 people become directors, your income goes to about $2,000. If you help 6 people become directors, your income goes to about $5,000 a month. You become a president's team member. And that's a very exciting place to be in. So at this moment, I would like to invite one of our very successful distributors, a lady whose commitment I really admire. Her story is really fascinating. Ngao, Anne, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Pascal. Can you see me?
Yes, I can see you, yes.
I'm glad to be with you on this call once again.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for that opportunity. Good evening, friends. I also want to thank Alan for giving me a chance to be the one speaking and sharing my story. I don't take it for granted. Thanks so much, Alan. Just give me a minute. I check my camera seems to be a bit challenged. So my name is Ngao, and I'm very excited to be the one sharing with you my story. And I don't take it for granted. For the guests who are on call, I want to welcome you and request you to pay attention to my story. It might be a story that you have been waiting for to change your life. And for the distributors who are here, I want to share my story that maybe it can be a blessing to somebody. So you will allow me to introduce myself using slides. So let me start sharing my slides. I want to introduce you to my family. So my name, as I said, is Ngao. Pascal, can you see my slides?
Yes, I can see them very clearly. Oh, I can see Mr. Ngao as a young person.
Wow, that is me and my family. And this is the gentleman I fell in love with some over 30 years ago. So I'm a mother, and you can see I'm married. This is Ivy, our firstborn daughter, and this is Miles. So 21 years ago, I had been working for Barclays Bank. I worked for Barclays Bank for around 17 years. And we went through what we call conversion. And after the conversion, I was one of the people who were invited to take part in that process. So after the conversion, my boss invited me and told me that you have done such a good job. And I was expecting a promotion because when you have done a good job, when you are employed, you expect to be given a merit. So when I was invited to the office one morning and I found a Mzungu and a black, my boss waiting for me, and they welcomed me so warmly and they told me to sit down, I was expecting to be given a good letter. But unfortunately, what happened is that they congratulated me for the good work we had done. And later they told me, unfortunately, we want to tell you that your job has fallen away. And so we do not have any more. So we don't need your services anymore. That reached me as a shock. It was such a shocking moment for me because, as you can see, my children were this small. for 7 years and 4 years. And I looked at these children and I became like, I was a desperate mother. In addition to that, my parents back home, I come from Western, they were sickling, and being the firstborn, I was taking care of their health issues. I was the one to provide for their medication and take care of their needs. So when I was told that I don't have a job anymore, that reached me as a very serious shock. I started crying. I started wondering how I was going to overburden my husband, Mr. Ngao Mangati, with all my, personal effects, taking care of my parents. And I didn't see how I was going to survive that life. So when a friend met me crying in the office, wondering what to do, she told me that I'm going to invite a lady to talk to you. And she invited Judy Jeru. And I always forever will be grateful to Judy, who is my sponsor, my upline. She met me in that situation when I was crying and I did not know myself. I was depressed. And she invited me for a cup of coffee, which actually did not make sense, because usually when you go out for coffee, you are going out to have fun. That particular moment, it was not fun at all. I was crying, deeply crying. When she talked to me, I didn't see myself succeeding in this business because I had never been in business. So she promised she was going to help me, to support me if I'm willing to get started. At that particular time, when my husband could not talk to me anything that I could understand, he decided to buy for me a book called Who Moved My Cheese? And I will encourage people to learn how to read books. I'm a person who doesn't like reading a lot, but that day I found time to read that book, and it spoke to me. It talks about change. I realized that I was hanging on a job that had already gone. So when that book spoke to me, I decided to leave my employment, although I had been told that I no longer have a desk. I continually went to the office, following up on my chiefs that I had left. So when I finished reading that book, I stood up, I went to my boss, and I told him, now I'm ready to go. And that particular time, Judy received me outside employment. That was in 2002, July. And this is the year I'm celebrating my 21st year of being in Neolife. And she promised she's going to hold my hand. Another reason is that the reason why I said yes very fast is because where I was working, when you leave employment, you lose your friends. Yeah, you lose your friends. And when you lose your friends, they don't want to associate with you because you'll become a burden. You'll become a beggar. And that's one thing I don't like. And that is why I was crying. I don't like being overburdened to people and begging people for everything that I need. So when Judy told me that I will hold your hand, I automatically knew that I was going to have a new friend outside. The beauty is that we had been working with Judy, so she understood the background where I was coming from. She had left earlier. I always call her John the Baptist, who went out early to survey the land and later received Jesus. So Judy came out, started living the life outside employment, and when she realized it cannot work, she decided to join Neolife, and she was opening doors for some people like me. So I joined. We have been in Neolife since 2002, and it has been a very exciting year. When I joined, I was crying. I was desperate for change. I was actually desperate for change. And I came with all of myself. I joined, I became very teachable. Every morning I'll meet Judy, my mentor, and we'll talk, take tea together. I always say that I was nurtured and a cup of tea. We will take tea together. We'll work with Judy together. She will instruct me what to do. And I was teachable enough, and I followed what she told me to do. The first thing I remember she told me to do was that when I came, I had a challenge. I think you can see this photo. This is a very healthy Luya woman, because where I come from, I'm married in Ukambani, and the Luyas believe that in Ukambani there is no food. So when I got married to Mr. Ngao Mangati, the first thing was to invest in my weight so that I don't embarrass my husband when I take him to Luya land. So you can see the kind of size I was so much overweight. So Judy told me, when you come to our organization, the first thing we don't show you how to make money until we take care of your health. So she put me on a program, which is a weight management program. And thank God that in only 1 month I had lost 10 kilos. And I did not lose 10 kilos because of the problems I was having. I lost 10 kilos because I changed my lifestyle. The kind of food choices I was making, the kind of, the activities I was involved in. And I realized after losing weight, I became so excited. My morale changed. I became very happy. My dress code changed. And, everybody now was asking me, what have you done? And that story of what have you done became like music in my ears, because I was this person who doesn't know how to talk to people, even to approach anybody to recommend anything. But through that story of losing weight and people wanting to admiring me and wanting to be like me, my business opened up. And that's why how I started doing my business, because I will tell Judy, I have a friend who would like to lose weight, take me to talk to them so that I can, we can explain the products to them. And with the support of Judy and also the team, because we were training together, I was able to start making some money, some little money. I'll go home with some food. My husband started seeing a different me. And he was saying, if you're happy with what you are doing, I'm ready to support you. And I thank God that Mr. Ngao was there to support me. And we grew very fast. In 4 months, we had become directors. And as a director, I had replaced my net income because we became directors and life started there. So we have been here 21 years of good life. And in fact, I never have regrets why somebody gave out my name for retrenchment. Because if I would not have been retrenched, the kind of life I've experienced today, I will never, ever have experienced. So when we became directors, we were told life starts at director level. Another thing is that when I started believing in the products, I introduced my children who are always sick. We had a personal doctor, whereby when the children are sick and I'm not around, I'll tell the house girl or house help, go to the doctor so and so, even if you don't have money, I'll go and sort later, because we had created a relationship with a doctor. But now, after I started using the product, the supplements for children, on my children, they became very healthy. I stopped going to see the doctor and I became a very excited mother. And the same thing I did was to introduce the supplement to my mom, who was having arthritis and high blood pressure, my father the same. And they started becoming very excited. One thing I remember, I never went to tell them that I lost my job. They started seeing the changes that were happening in the home, and they wondered what happened. So one day I went home and told my mom that pray for me, because the company I'm working for right now is taking me to South Africa. And she was wondering how in my village, nobody had ever traveled to, outside the country. She was wondering, are you sure you are going there and coming back? You know, the way sometimes parents can hold on to a child. And she went to church, and, there they prayed and they said, I'm going to fly out of the country, and they do not know, what happens out there. She was so excited, but she was afraid. I thank God that I opened the chapter of people flying in and out of the country through me. And I got to understand why God had to allow me to leave the bank so that I can come and change our home background. Another thing, of course, I've enjoyed is personal development. I was not the person that you can see here today. I've totally changed. Things have changed in my life until I say, thank God that I joined Neolife. Because if I continued to working the way I was working, one, I'll be very old. Right now, you'll be talking to a very old woman. But this, because of personal development and personal care, I've been able to improve myself, whether it's mental improvement, I'm able to talk to people, I'm able to train people, I'm able to mentor people, and I'm very excited that I'm a different kind of a person, even in the society. Another benefit that I've gotten out of this business is, of course, I've been able to make a lot of money. As I said, on my 4th month, I became a director and replaced my salary. At that particular time, I became, the company took us, me and Ngao, to Windsor to learn leadership, to lead the team that God had given us. And we were there for a full week. And at Windsor, what happened in Windsor is that we learned how to play golf. And I reminded myself that only the rich people play golf. I always tell people that we were taken to Windsor to have our mindset change from, poverty mentality to thinking wealth. So when we were there, people will cook for us food, they'll take care of our beds, we'll sleep on white sheets, wipe with white towels, many of them at the same time, eat the kind of food that I had never eaten before. And that was a very exciting moment. Then when we came from there, we started leading people and developed more directors. The following year, which was 2003, that's when we were told, now you need to get passports, you are going to travel. And let me tell you, I never knew how to live well until I joined Neolife. My lifestyle has totally changed. I've visited many countries that I would never have visited. We went to Johannesburg, and thank God that's where I met my friend Pascal, and we were so excited, akituchomea nyama choma. And I said, wow, now I can have international friends. Then from there, we came back and worked very hard. And I remember in 2004, the company took us to Mauritius. We were, they spread a red carpet for us because of the performance. We thank God for the performance. And we went on. 2005, we were told, now it is time to take you to Las Vegas. And I can show you where we were. I think this slide can tell you this is where we were. That is in 2005. You can see me here carrying a lot of luggage. And if you look keenly, you may see Pascal in one of these photos. I can see somewhere here. So the company has been taking us all over the world. We have gone to UK, we have gone to Dubai, we have gone to Zambia, Victoria Falls. And, we have been, traveling all over the world. I remember this photo here, we were with Judy in Sun City, and it is very exciting. The other one, we were with Ngao in Cape Town. And it is very exciting when you can travel with your loved ones, because love increases when you spend time together. And I'm so excited that this business has actually improved our life, even family life. We now travel with our children to different places, and we are very excited. And God has blessed us with people that we can mentor. We have made a difference in people's lives. It's no longer about us. It is about people who come into our lives. And we see them the way we started. And we say that we are going to spend time to mentor people to become like us, because somebody somewhere took time to mentor us and to take care of us. So today I thank God for this opportunity, because of the things that have happened in my life. I've enjoyed good association with positive people. In your life, when you're in your life, it doesn't matter what is happening around you, like now what is happening in our country. When we spend time with the positive people, you realize that whatever could be happening externally does not affect you. And we learned that what is within you is bigger than what is outside you. So in your life, we mentor people on living positive lives. And also another thing I've learned is that how to invest in my health and also invest in my future. I remember that when people retire, right now I'm of the age of retirement. And when people retire, one of the things that happen when people retire is that they become very lonely. I always tell my colleagues, my old colleagues, that I have an association of friends that will never end, because these are friends that are, for life. So I'm excited that I'm in a community of positive people, and there's no limitation. There is no limitation on how much we can do together. We are traveling together. And I remember last year we went to, Dar es Salaam, and I can't wait. In October, we are going back there. It's very exciting. You can see this is a woman who is going retirement, but she has no time to think about retirement. And this life is very exciting. Life is for the living. And I could never have gotten this kind of life if I remained in the employment. So I want to thank God that he gave us this opportunity. What I can tell my fellow distributors is that we need to commit ourselves. We need to dream bigger. Let's help people to achieve their dreams, and ours will become better. So we are in this business not just for ourselves, even for those that are, we come across. God has given us such a wonderful opportunity that we can use to make an impact in the society that we are living in. And I thank God that this business has also given us a chance to live healthy. I remember when I was working, we used to have a medical cover. And right now, because none of us, even my spouse, is no longer working, and this is our sole income, our cover is these supplements that the company has given us. I cannot even start explaining how these products have helped us to overcome some health challenges. I remember one day when I came, of course, of being overweight, I came with high blood pressure. I came with arthritis because they were running in our family. But through using supplements, my health has totally improved. My spouse one day, because of stress of where he was working, and one day he woke up and I just found him falling down because his sugar levels had gone very much high. And through these supplements, I can tell you that if you are here and maybe you are having health challenges, you can overcome your challenges by changing your lifestyle and also using our natural food supplements that the company has given us. So we thank God for this plan. We are making money. We have a place to be, and I'm very, very excited. So if I've been able to do it for the last 21 years, and I'm thinking the next 20 years, when we grow older, we can hand over our business to our children so that they can continue to the next generation. And I'm very, very excited. I have hope for the future, and I'm not worried. And I thank God that today I'm here to share my story because somebody somewhere said you can do it. God bless you, Pascal. I return the meeting back to you so that you can close for us, and have a nice evening.
Thank you very much. And every time I hear your story, it's as if I'm hearing it for the very first time. I really appreciate your story. I mean, all those who are facing retrenchment, all those who are finding challenges in your job, there you have it, a story of an ordinary person who just took the courage to change the direction of their lives. And thank you very much for sharing your story with us. And one of the things that our company has done is to take advantage of technology to make the business easier to build. We've got online services. If you want to order products, you can do that online. If you want to register new people in your team, you can do that online. The moment you register, the company creates for you your own personalized website, back office where you can manage and monitor your business. You can refer people to your website. Training is done locally, internationally, online services. For example, this meeting, we've got people from different countries attending this meeting. Delivery of products. Every market that the company is doing business, they contract courier companies to deliver products to our customers. Payment of products and payment of bonuses is done by online electronic funds transfer or mobile money. So the company has made the building of the business very, very efficient. Anne was talking about conventions. This is the last convention that was in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania for the East African region. It's going to be in the same place next year, in October the 28th. In Southern Africa, we are going to have our convention on the 14th of October in Pretoria. So if you are a distributor in any of those regions, mark those 2 dates. East Africa is the 28th of October. Southern Africa, which is Lesotho, Botswana, Swatini, Namibia, Mozambique, all those countries in the Southern Africa, we meet in Pretoria on the 14th of October. What do you need to get started? If you're in Botswana, speak to the person who invited you. They'll give you a registration form to apply to become a business builder. In Botswana, it's between 650 and 2,330. In South Africa, it's 870 to 1880. In Kenya, it's between 8,000 and 10,000 shillings. In Nigeria, it's 32,000 or 40,000 naira. In Tanzania, is 153,000 or 190,000 Tanzania shillings. In Uganda, it's 225,000 or 273,000 Uganda shillings. In USA, it's $75. In Togo, it's 43,500 or 58,500 francs CFA. In Italy, 64 euros. Ghana is 542 up to 866 Ghanaian cedis. In Cameroon, is 56,000 or 68,000 francs CFA. This is what you need as your initial investment to start a global business. One of the things that rich and wealthy people know is the power of leverage. That is the capacity to cooperate with others and use their time and skill and energy to generate wealth. You see, if you're given two alternatives, either $1 million in cash or 1 cent double every day for 31 days, what would you select? What would you choose? Most people who don't know the power of leverage will choose $1 million. But if you double 1 cent every day for 31 days, it comes to $10.737 million. That's the power of debt leverage, the power of multiplication. What do you need to do? Remember, success begins with a decision. You need to make a decision. Yes, I want to start, or no, I'm not interested, or give me more information. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. Once you've decided, the following are important. Number one, you need to know what you want. What is your dream? What do you want to do? What do you want to become? Number two, you need to find out what you need to know and do. You need to be teachable. The most successful people in this business are people who are teachable. That means they're willing to submit themselves to some people who are more experienced than themselves, and they simply follow their guidance to become successful. Number three, you need to work hard. It takes discipline, it takes guts, it takes persistence. Number four, you need to believe in yourself, believe in your sponsor or the person who invited you, and believe in the company. If you have these things going for you, you're going to be very, very successful. What's next for you? Get back to the person who invited you. They'll show you how to get started. They'll plug you into the training system on how to build your business. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. We want to invite all our guests and prospects to join this wonderful company. Good night and God bless you.